I'm Brian. I'm the Learning Practice Lead with GDAS. I've worked in several roles with Kaleidoscope, but I started with them in August 2016. So that's around, almost 10 years, You know, I've just, whatever it's happened, I've ended up staying with Kaleidoscope. But I like Kaleidoscope. I think they're a good organisation to work for. They're a supportive organisation to work for. And I think they really care about their staff and in particular their service users. I think when you're, like I said, speaking from my own point of view, when you're isolated, and I think people before recovery can be very isolated, I think it's harder to take steps forward. Because there's a bit of fear about what's going on and who do you turn to. But I think when you get into the recovery journey, you might still feel isolated, because I know that when I first started, I thought I was the only person in the world who had problems, despite all the evidence to the contrary. And just getting to know, so I started with my recovery team, with my rehab, and then I started with 12-step fellowships. And just listening to other people and being a part of that, it just really took things forward. I think people do need other people around. But when we're in a course, it's about being involved with people. It's being approachable. It's making them feel, what's the word, valid or valued, and letting them know that if there are problems, that I'm always there to talk to them. And I do that on a more general basis. When I go to other bases, I just check in with people. I just ask how they are, and just sort of, it's getting to know people really. I think what stands out is that there's more talking around mental health, and certainly service users I've dealt with in Birchwood or in Drinkwise Agewell, men were far more open to talking about their mental health. They still need a bit of prodding, but I think when you ask the right questions, they will be open about it. Because I think there's always been this stiff upper lip rubbish in Britain, men don't cry, and I think that's really dangerous. I think people have to express their emotions, and they have to admit that they're not infallible.